I don't know where it got cut off. So, I'm not angry, I'm not nervous, I'm not worried, I'm not agitated, I'm not like upset with the, like I'm not mad, I'm not like, I'm not doing anything that neurotypical people, presumably, but just like people that have witnessed this type of communication of mine and me thinking about it, I'm not anything that those people usually suggest. I am fine. I am on a quest. I would like to explore this possibility. What should I talk about first? So, if I don't get to do that, I have a trip in a week. I am making videos about autism. I'm sewing my dresses and knitting my sweaters. I have a job. I have 2 cats. I have a life that I like living. I have things to do. If I don't get this, I will get a lot of other things, so I'm fine. I'm thinking about this because it has been the most prominent pattern in my entire life. And I want to understand something, and also want to make the video, so it's just a useful example. But normally I'm just thinking because interesting. Like, why is that? I expect to go outside, and there is a person there, standing, smoking, and I'm asking them, like, how can I get to this place? Or have you seen this hippo? I'm looking for my hippo, it escaped. And they say, yeah, I've seen the hippo, it's right there, you can get it. Or like, sorry, I haven't seen a hippo. Or yeah, this place where you want to get to, it's like, walk like that, like go there, like maybe you can ask someone else there, but it's in that direction. Or like, sorry, I don't know. Or like, come on lady, I'm busy. Like, don't you see I'm smoking? Are you blind? Or like, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. Like, it's either non-communication, like saying that we're not going to engage. I don't consent to being engaged in this conversation, or just doing what that other person asked of you. Because these are normal requests. This is what I expect, but it never fucking happens. So, presumably, I expect something wrong. Why? What in the structure of the universe prevents me from getting that? What are the characteristics of the world that I'm missing? I want to learn. The quest with my father, it fits somewhere, this piece of information. Don't know where, but since it's here, if I get somehow I don't have any hope. I have very little hope. If I get... My cat is about to take a dump. If I get to the stage where I actually can talk to my father in any shape or form, any sort of communication, there are 3 possible outcomes. I think I'm making this mistake again. So I will learn he's autistic. Cool. I have more knowledge. He has more knowledge. We can continue going our separate ways. Why are you shouting? Number 2, I communicate, but I cannot make a decision, any sort of conclusion, I don't know. So that's where I am at now. I'm not gonna like lose anything, apart from my sanity maybe. Number 3, I understand he's not autistic, which means I might want to talk to my mother, or maybe not. The world of possibilities of what I might actually get is just too fucking vast. All the hurdles that people could put in front of me. Even though it's a very simple request. But anyway, either way, I'm gonna be fine. That was my point. The point of me quoting my sister's messages as an illustration is that I really would love to understand why it so happens. Because I have ideas. Why are you doing this? What for? I have a shit ton of ideas about what could make a person respond in that way. What kind of view of the world, what kind of values, what kind of like structure of the psyche, what kind of way of being can make a person act like that. And most of those structures I find really unpleasant. Hey, don't do that. No, no. The most charitable explanation that I have is that it's like concern for the frail. So the old and frail are stripped of their rights of independence. because we're so concerned for them. So she might be, I'm gonna say thinking, but it's we will put a pin in it. So she might be thinking, like, ooh, he's an old guy. He doesn't need all this fuss of some kind of random stranger coming into his life with some weird questions. He doesn't need that. It's not good for his well-being. And it doesn't fucking work, you know. Because again, in my mind, if you have these concerns, you fucking voice them to me. I thought I would be more coherent, but now it's hard to follow these possible ways of thinking, all of them wrong. I know what I mean by thinking, though. I know she's not thinking. She just has underlying assumptions and values that guide her behavior and her reactions. So I'm talking about those. I know what mine are. I trust everyone, unless I see a very good reason not to trust them. If I have something, and someone else wants something, that's something, and it doesn't hurt me to give it, I give it. And if it's between some other people, it is between some other people. It's not about me. I'll have to be there. I'm not a part of it. They are independent of me. These are underlying assumptions and values and structures that guide my behavior. What can produce that exchange and all the other exchanges that I've had over the years, so many of them, I struggle to imagine. Hey, don't. It's like, these are feels. It feels to me that it's like she has something now. And I want something from her. And that puts her in a position over me. Since I lack something, and she has it, and I want it from her, I have to work to get it from her. I have to prove something to her, or to be useful to her in some way. Why would I bother giving this information if I don't get anything out of it? This is the feel I'm getting. Shut up. And or. This is my father. She feels. You are no one. You don't have a claim. will decide, because I have the right, if you're gonna have access or not to this object that is mine. Shit. Kitty, stop screaming. I know you want to eat, but you're fat. Come on, please stop. Come on. Let's be in the video, yeah? Yes. No, she doesn't want to. You don't want to, yeah? Come on, here's your mouth now. I kind of have some theories about what I should have done, but couldn't have. What kind of communication wouldn't have sparked this little exchange? So something along the lines of, hello sister, this is your sister. How are you? I really want to reconnect with you. I've been thinking about you recently. We haven't, like, I have been absent, even though it's the opposite, but like, yeah. We haven't had communication. I have been absent, and I am getting older. And I realized that family is important, so I would love to reconnect and like, or something. And also my father, you know, I'm so worried. He's old and frail. And I haven't contacted him, even though he stopped contacting me when I was 10 years old. But now I understand. I feel, oh, the sob story. I'm exaggerating, but something like this. And I think something like that, of that sort, would have eventually led me to having communication with my father. But first, it would have led me to a place where I don't want to fucking go. If this is the price, think you know. I don't want to reconnect. Re is a powerful, like a very bold prefix here. I don't want to reconnect with my sister. I don't mind her, just as I don't mind any other person on earth. She's a person. She has her independent life. I don't know anything about it, but I wish her all the best, just like I do everyone else, unless they're like a homicidal dictator or something. Cool. I don't need to form any kind of relationship with her on any sort of basis, whatever that would be. I don't want to reconnect with my father. I don't want to strengthen their familial bonds. I'm not bitter about him stopping communication when I was 10. the lesser the better. I have had communication with my mother, and oh God, I wish I hadn't. The less there is of a parent in your life, the best your relationship with the parent is. The better your relationship with the parent is, then the better you are, the better you feel. I don't want anything from him as a father. Another thing that popped in my mind, money and properties, alimony, whatever it is. I don't fucking give a crap. I don't need any of it. If you hadn't told me, the world, I wouldn't have thought about it myself. And as I'm thinking about it now, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Please get it away from me. I don't want to update him on my life. If he wants that, okay, I'll listen for some time. Because he's a person, he wants something from me. It doesn't actively harm me to give it to him. I will. If that's the case. I just want what I want. I want to discuss the possibility of my father having autism with my father. If he agrees to do that. And after that, no matter the outcome, we go our separate ways. Without hard feeling, without any feelings. He is not in any way different from any other 74-year-old living in that area, or in any other area, or any other year-old, any other person on earth. And I somehow know that what I'm expressing now, to many ears, sounds that like I'm a psychopath, and I'm feeling alien monster who's gonna do unimaginable things to them. And I'm not gonna do anything to you. You might. You have done a lot of things to me with that bullshit that you seem to have in your mind. But I won't. This communication thing is fucking hard. I know that I will not crack it if I somehow learn what kind of thing governs the behavior and the reactions of neurotypical people. If I actually form a full-out understanding of it, full enough that I will say oh, okay, I got it. It will not teach me anything. I already know that I cannot interact with that. I'm so fucking incompatible. would love to know. I can only rely on my weird brain, which, like, at every step I try to take, things stop making sense. Okay, like, let's say you're concerned, what I started talking about. Let's say you're concerned about the frailty of your old father and the possible agitation that this interaction, you don't know about what, might bring to him. Why don't you say so? That breaks apart for me. And it doesn't necessarily have to. There might be beings for whom having this concern doesn't mean that they are... What is the word I'm looking for? They're driven to voice it. But what are they driven to? What are they driven to? I cannot make the second step and the third one, and I need more. I need more than that. I find this situation very ironic, that in case of my father indeed being autistic, to get to your autistic father, you, an autistic hero, a warrior, might get through. You have to get through your neurotypical sister standing on guard. Fight. I don't want to fight. I just went to talk to my father about autism. Not with you, sister, buddy, not with you. Kind of stopped having the ideas. No, because I'm bettered. I'm actually better now, but the fluctuation of my mental state brought me here, where my mind is not forming the like, there is this behavior, what possible explanations of it can I see? So I stopped having that, but a few hours before, a few hours earlier, I was very curious to know, and I'm very curious to know, like, how this is gonna play out, because my initial assumption that